welcome to In the Community. I'm Bill DeFoi, and joining me right now is Abel Magaña, and he is with the Oxnard Downtown Improvement District. Abel, good to have you back with us.
It's my pleasure, Bill. Thank you.
Well, listen, we've got a couple of things that we want to cover here today. First of all, there is a call out to artists.
There is right now we've got an exciting new public art project that we just launched. It's painting the utility boxes. They're those ubiquitous, squares at the corners of all of our intersections that control the lights, traffic lights. And anyway, we're beautifying them. We're making them into mini murals with the help of some community-based artists. So we had the first one that we just did yesterday. Actually, it went up on our Facebook page at Downtown Oxnard keyword. And the response in the community has been overwhelmingly positive. So we want to put it out there to other artists, in the Oxnard area who'd like to come out and participate in this program in making the downtown just a wonderful place to visit and visual eye candy out there. Wonderful.
Now, there was a team of people that just recently came through the city of Oxnard to look at what is some of their recommendations for improvements in the downtown area. What were some of their recommendations, and where do we go from here?
Right, so that was the Congress for the New Urbanism, which is a nonprofit group that's dedicated to creating healthy cities, is the way they couch it. And healthy cities, they mean, places that people want to get up and walk around in, and and to live and work and to play in. And so they came in on a pro bono, did this work completely free to the city, involved the community. So the ideas that came out from there came from really, residents and the stakeholders here in downtown Oxnard. Among those ideas was we need a boulevard that is worthy of our city moniker. It's Oxnard Boulevard needs to reflect the community in terms of its attractiveness, so to create some gateway into the downtown. Fill in some of those blank spaces that are there with, there's some vacant lots that, would be wonderful places for some mixed-use developments, like we see over at the old Colonial House property. Places where you could, live and at the same time, go downstairs and maybe run your business. Other ideas were public art projects. There were some really novel ideas, that I had not seen, which involved maybe painting the actual intersection of pavement on the ground, where the cars roll over. But it's so that was different. I hadn't seen that one, and then there were other ones that were just things that we've validated concepts that some of our business and property owners have asked for some time, like doing the utility boxes, as I mentioned earlier.
So going forward, what's the next step? Does the council have to act on these recommendations, or does it go back to further study?
Yeah, well, again, so the CNU, what they did was a presentation to City Council, which I would call like a brain dump, really. They threw out a lot of creative ideas and let us think about it for a while they go back to their respective places. This all volunteer-based thing. And in the meantime, between now and March 28th is, I believe, the date that they're going to come back and deliver a plan. They'll get feedback from our group, from the Downtown Association. They'll get feedback from some of the city planners, and they'll distill it into a real actionable plan with renderings, drawings of potentially storefronts that are being renovated, mixed-use projects, gateway treatments, new wayfinding sign. I mean, that's what I'm dreaming of anyway, that's the deliverable, and we can
you had
act
mentioned
on it.
The Colonial House, and I go back years ago. I've been around in the county a long time, and that was really an iconic structure that has since been torn down. They had the fireplace standing for so long. That's now been torn down, and as you said, it's going towards mixed use now.
Yeah, that was definitely the Colonial House was a historical marker along our boulevard back in the day. It was repurposed, and the architect on that, Coastal Architects, a downtown-based business here, created an award-winning concept there for mixed use. It's a completely self-sustaining community right there. So meaning they reuse the energy there, they generate energy to power the community. And I know they got their first tenant there on the commercial side, and so it's been very cool. And in fact, matter of point, the fireplace actually, it was they used the brick, they relocated to create like the mailbox
Oh
center,
my
the
gosh,
postal
I
center
had
there
not
on the
heard
right.
that. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, so it's on the west side of the building. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, listen, the last thing I want to talk to you about, City of Oxnard is gearing up for Earth Day, which really is in the latter part of April, but, you know, April's not that far off. We're here in the middle part of February already, but Earth Day coming up, the city's going to be doing some things.
City celebrates this annually. We do it a couple of weeks, I think, ahead of the actual traditional celebration Earth Day, but it's April 9th this year. And it's an afternoon little thing, 11 to 3 right here in our Plaza Park Town Center. Everybody, you know, we have some community groups that are environmentally conscious groups that are involved in, you know, the doing good for the environment. We have the city and our environmental resources division that comes out and does some things like, you know, composting demonstrations and a lot of really cool stuff that happens that day. And then there's the fun side of it with the music that they have live band out there and a couple of food trucks, and it's a good time for all. Yeah.
And talking about the food trucks, what is it, the first Thursday of each month, you have the food trucks there in Plaza Park. I mean, I can see the park right from where we're sitting.
Yeah, no, it's we just kicked off the 2016 season last week. So the first Thursday of next month is your next opportunity to come out and take part in this little mobile foodie feast. Usually about a dozen to 15 trucks out there. And the really cool thing is, like, now it seems like we're getting newer trucks that are coming from other areas that have been featured on the Food Network. We had one that was the winner of the Great Food Truck Race that came out at the last event.
Goodness.
So yeah, so it's kicking up into high gear now as the weather warms up.
Now, it's my understanding that's tied into the farmers market that goes on out over there at the park.
Same folks that bring you the weekly farmers market also do the food trucks, and you know the farmers market happens every Thursday. So, you know, once a month. You're fortunate enough to extend that all the way from the 9 to 2 p.m. in the morning market to then you can come back in the afternoon, and 5:30 to 9:30 is the first Thursday's food trucks.
Excellent. Well, I tell you what, if people wanted more information, Abel, how can they go about getting it?
So the multiple ways. Give us a call, 805-385-2705 for the office here. And then you can also find us online at downtownoxnard.org, at Facebook's, all our social media is keyword Downtown Oxnard.
Abel Magaña with the Oxnard Downtown Improvement District. I'm Bill DeFoi. You've been watching In the Community, a production of the Heritage Media Group.